Joel, how are you today?
I'm good, Mike. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I really enjoyed that last year you brought us Silent Night, and this year you're bringing us the Silent Hour. Are we going to get
Yes,
a concluding part to the Joel Kinnaman Silent trilogy next year?
yes, it's coming. I'm I become blind in this one.
Really interesting, though, with these projects that you're finding ways to kind of either limit or change the way that you communicate, which is obviously very important for an actor. Even if you consider RoboCop, over a decade ago, where the visor is covering half of your face,
Yeah.
you have to find a way to convey emotions and communicate differently. Is that a challenge that you're purposely setting for yourself?
No, but it was something. I mean, it was funny when I got the Silent Hour after having just completed Silent Night. I was like, but we'll change the title on that one later. But apparently not. So um, but I was like, I guess this is my lane now. It is actually really interesting, and it really teaches you something about the human experience of when something gets taken away from you, when a sense gets taken away from you, what happens to the other senses. There is something very interesting about the human body and the human experience, that if your outlook on life is positive, and if you find a way to find acceptance over your situation, you can still live a very full life with all the elements of what is most important in life, if you can sort of get past what you have lost. And I realized that when we were shooting Silent Hour and we were shooting the final scene, I actually understood what the movie was about while we were shooting that scene, and I got really emotional while we were shooting it, because I sort of started thinking about everyone that had been in that situation. And yeah, it really taught me something about life. And the movie really is about, of course, it's like it's an action movie and fast paced, and it's all that, but the underlying theme, as I understand it anyway, is acceptance, and about finding acceptance for yourself. And when you do that, then you can live a full life.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that last scene is very powerful in the film, so I completely understand what you're saying. I like the kind of international representation of this film as well, between you and Mark Strong and Mekhi
Yeah,
Phifer. You all have this kind of breadth of experience in Swedish, English, and American cop dramas or
yeah.
procedurals or whatever you want to call it. With your specific experience, having worked, internationally, have you found that there's a global sensibility about the genre, or has it been homogenized because of streamers or anything like that?
Yeah, like everyone loves them. I think that's what it is. It's sort of a shape of a movie, and it's sort of a world that people have an easy time to associate with, just based not maybe so much from real experience, but because they've seen a lot of them. And then the trick is to be able to do something new in that sort of format, and to infuse it with like a real experience, where it's about something like acceptance, or where there's an underlying theme that sort of transcends the sort of the genre element of it.
You've worked with director Brad Anderson before. I've also noticed you've got Run All Night 2 somewhere down the line, where you've worked with Jaume Colette Serra before as well.
Yeah,
And the reason I bring these up, you've all also been involved in these massive comic book franchises. I realize you're going to feel a responsibility to any project you're working on, but I can't imagine in today's cinematic environment that there's a more pressure-filled project than a DC or a Marvel movie. So when you're making movies like The Silent Hour or anything, do you kind of breathe a little easier?
so those movies get a lot more attention, and they have a lot bigger budgets, so of course the stakes are a little bit higher. It's something where you get the whole big studio rollout, and it's sort of a little bit of a window. It's a window for you as an actor, where you can sort of raise your status a little bit, and it gives you a little bit bigger selection of potential projects. But I don't know. I feel like an old hand now. I sort of been in this game for a while, so I don't. I don't really care that much if it's that, or what I'm more interested in, the essence of the film, and who I'm working with, and how excited I am about that. Because sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't, and I think if you continuously like put your heart into it, and you're disciplined and work hard and prepare and challenge yourself and try to find projects that challenge yourself, keep it a little scary, that's like the most important thing I think with anything in life. But if it stops being scary, then you're not challenging yourself. And so like as an actor, you kind of got to keep doing that. So I mean that's good. If the superhero thing scares you a little bit, then that's good. But for me, it's more about finding the role that can be scary. So that's more where I focus on finding the right challenge.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Joel. Appreciate your time, and best of luck with the film.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
Hey Real students, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to Real School, click that round Real School logo right beside me. Also click that damn notification bell so you're aware of all of Real School's new content. You can follow me on Twitter, and of course, if you get anything out of Real School, you can always give a little back. Just click the link in the description below or the button down there, and you can become part of my Patreon team.